get the Captain America out of the shot. Bye, Cap. Saw Spidey and Hellboy.
Did you put the whatever it's called in the other video? The what is it called? Bloopers into the
Yeah, I put them in.
Spider-Verse.
Yeah. Hello, welcome to Stories with Issues. I'm Eduardo,
I'm Jens.
and today we have fun in this couch. Okay, today we're talking about life story, Amazing Spider-Man life story or Spider-Man life story. This is written by Chip Zdarsky. He wrote the book that we talked before on this couch, Spider-Man: My Dinner with J. Jonah Jameson.
Interesting.
So you know for that episode that he's a good writer. He's been writing Spider-Man, or at least he's been writing Spectacular Spider-Man for a while. Now he doesn't. He's not writing it. He got replaced, I think. He got out of the title. But now he wrote this 6-issue mini story about what is Spider-Man aged throughout the decades. So because the Marvel comic book timeline has been going on forever, and it's one timeline of a lot of stories, starting from 1962, at least for Spider-Man, going on to 2019.
Yeah, he's like old at one point, and then suddenly he's younger. Well, he's not old, but he's like 30, and then suddenly he's 27.
Right now, Spider-Man is currently 30 years old, at least on his late 20s, early 30s, but she should be 80. He should be 80. He should be 70 years old. But this book is about what if Spider-Man did age throughout the years.
How far does the issue go? Not issue. How many? Like, does it go to 2010 era?
We go to 2019 in the last issue.
Oh, wow.
So
when did it start? When did they start releasing these?
They started releasing these because of the same reason why they started releasing this sucker, which is the big time Spider-Man action figure, is because of Marvel turning 80 years this year.
Oh.
2019 is the 80th anniversary of Marvel Comics starting in 1939.
So did it start in like January when they started?
It started coming out in September
of last year.
Of this year.
Oh, so it's really new.
Yeah, it's
the first.
No,
book?
This book came out in March.
Oh.
Yeah, March.
And then the last one came out in September.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So.
Right on.
Issue 1, the 60s.
60s.
What happened in the 60s?
Spider-Man became Spider-Man.
Well, 4 years. It's 4 years later of that bite, and says, "Man, it's been 4 years." Going into the book, of course, he's like, "I can't believe." I mean, the pain got away, but the scars left by that bite are still there. Uncle Ben is still dead.
Is that how are there scars left from the bite normally?
No. It's a metaphor. Like the scar is gone, but the inner scar is still there. Like Uncle Ben is still there. But at least I'm doing great. He's like he's saying in this inner monologue, he's saying as Spider-Man at least, because as Peter Parker, I'm late to class again for the 4th time this week.
Mm-hmm.
And he's in college. He's in second year of college. He's lost, and in trying to catch Mysterio, he missed 2 classes. Classes are expensive too.
Mysterio, my man.
And
that's how he's gonna get Spider-Man. He's gonna make him drop out of college.
And it says, well, at least everything's going great, except for the war, the Vietnam War, which is happening right now, at least for him.
1966. In
1966. And he says, well, the only thing keeping me out of the war is college, but once I'm done with it, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. And maybe I should enlist. But what would I do? Should I bring my costume with me? I can't do that.
That'd be fun if Spider-Man was like Captain America. Just for a
day. He says, okay, I'm late for class anyway. And Harry Osborn, his best friend from always, is there. Or at least in comic book continuity since college. They became friends in college. He says, Peter Parker. Hey Pete, what's up? And says Harry, and he presents him to Norman Osborn, which is, as we all know,
the Green Goblin.
The Green Goblin. And they have a talk of science, like in the movie, like in Spider-Man, like the first Spider-Man movie. Like they talk science for a little bit.
Yeah.
And he says, after Peter leaves that conversation, he says, there's something wrong about him. He set off my spider sense. Is it because I consider him a threat? Or is it because of something else?
Ooh.
And in his lab, they're in chemistry.
So right now, how old is Spider-Man again?
He is 20... Okay. He was 16 when he got bit.
Okay.
He's 20 years old.
Okay.
This is 4 years
4
later.
years-
4
4
years
years
later, Spider-Man gets bitten. And he's talking to Gwen Stacy, who is Spider-Man's crush from always. And
So they knew each other since high school?
they knew each other since starting from college.
Oh,
She's
college,
a cute. She is a cute girl that he met in college, and she was his lab partner.
Okay. So they're in class right now.
They're in class, and Dr. Miles Warren, the Jackal, who will later become the Jackal, at least in the comics.
Does he become... Well, actually, no spoilers. No spoilers.
Yeah, he's like, Peter Parker, you are late again. Please do not bring down Miss Stacy. I know you think you're above all this, but please do not bring down Miss Stacy with you. And Spider-Man says, okay, if I'm above all this, how can I bring someone down with me? And he just walks away. Professor Warren walks away. I'm like, I'm sorry. Crap. And Gwen is like, real smooth, Parker. And back in the Daily Bugle, Peter Parker's trying to sell pictures of the battle that he had with Mysterio earlier today. And Daily Bugle's, Jonah Jameson like, I'm not buying these. They're all crap. There's just barely a shot of Spider-Man fighting.
So how did he take him? How did he take a picture of himself fighting?
What Peter Parker does is like he webs the camera to a wall, and he puts in the Spectacular Spider-Man TV show. Actually, he puts a tracker on his web symbol, on his spider symbol, so the camera follows him.
So what's a futuristic camera, even though it's the 60s?
No. That's what he does in the Spectacular Spider-Man
Oh, but this
TV
one's
show.
different.
I don't know what he does in here. He probably just sets it up in a shot and expects it to go well. Which is why.
But he can't record videos with that.
No, he sets up it's like you know how cameras have the clicker that you activate by pressing a button.
Oh yeah.
He has one of those.
But his is wireless because he's futuristic with his technology.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's Peter Parker's future Spider. No.
Yeah.
Spider-Man from the future. It's a whole new thing. It's cool. It's Spider-Man 2099.
Oh yeah.
Which you have talked about this on this couch at least on Spider-Verse. Anyway, Betty Brant is like talking to Peter like, hey, are you going to Flash farewell party? Because he's leaving to the war.
Oh.
Which everyone knows he might not come back from. Because it's the Vietnam War, and everyone who's going there is dying.
Mm-hmm.
And there is in the news. The news they're playing Iron Man siding with the U.S. And Peter's thinking, God, this war.
So is it gonna go?
This is getting out of place.
Is it gonna go any differently because Iron Man's on American side?
You will see. And everyone is asking the same question: will Captain America join us?
Is this after Civil War?
This is the 60s.
Civil War's in.
Civil War happened in 2007.
Oh, like actual time wise?
Actual comic book timelines. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, Captain America. What the people are asking is Captain America gonna join us in the war?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If he's gonna do
Or because he already gave up his life on another war. Now it's World War II.
Mm-hmm.
He already gave up his life on that one.
Yeah.
And Peter Parker's like, if Captain America joins the war, what excuse do I have? Because he already gave up his life in another war. If he goes, I'm screwed. Because then I have to go. Because that means power and responsibility. And I have the power to help.
Mm-hmm.
And he is late to the party.
Ouch. As always.
Yeah.
As always.
The thing with Peter Parker is like, yes, he's always late. Not because he wants to be late. Because he is constantly going on his spider superhero life.
Well, yeah. And so he has to somehow balance both
He
sides.
can't manage both things at the time.
Yeah.
And Harry Osborn walks in there and it's like, sorry, my father wanted to come. And Mr. Osborn is like, Flash Thompson, I'm glad to meet someone who's willing to risk his life for this country, unlike my stupid son. And it's like, okay, whatever, Dad, thanks a lot. And Peter Parker walks in like, hey, hi, everybody, it's Flash. Did Flash already screw up and started telling his war stories, or is he good? And says, laugh it up, Parker.
So but he's leaving to war. Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm stupid.
Is Flash already telling his war story
Like
before?
as if he's had one. Yeah.
Yeah, like and Flash is like, laugh it up, Parker. Like, you're jealous of me. And Peter says, well, how can I be jealous? You're living every high school bully's dream.
Ooh.
Of enlisting up and going to the war. And says, do you have a problem with me right now? Do you have a problem with this? And like, yeah, actually, I do.
Wait, Peter Parker. Oh.
You are such a bastard.
Dang, he says that?
He says, wow, like,
Dang.
defend our country? Are you serious? Look at yourself. And Gwen's like, Peter, Flash is leaving on Saturday. He might not come back. Please, don't say something you will regret later.
Mm-hmm.
He says, okay. And so he goes to sit down. It says he goes to apologize to Flash. I'm like, hey man, I'm sorry. But like, you made my life in high school a living hell. And I know you've changed. I know you're better. I get it. But I still see you as that guy who every day in high school shoved me into a locker. It's like, hey, it's cool, Parker.
This is like 4 years after high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, because he turned 16. It's 2 years after high school.
Yeah. He says, look, Parker, I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. I know I made your life hell. But I'm trying to change. You see me. You see how I've been behaving. You see how I'm trying to do better. And yes, I'm not going to the war to live up the bully's dream. I'm going to the war because that's what Spider-Man would do. And Spider-Man says, but he's not there. Peter Parker says he's not there. He says, well, I know. But I'm pretty sure if the war keeps going on, if the war is still going, I'm pretty sure we can count on the webhead right now. Over there.
Interesting.
And Spider-Man's like, crap, is he really going to the war with that for me, because of me? And he sits down on the bar. He says, can I have a Coke? Just give me a Coke. Because Spider-Man doesn't drink. Parker goes to the bar. And he sits down and says, just give me a Coke. And Norman Osborn sits there. Oh, Mr. Osborn, I didn't see you there. Like, please, I told you. Call me Norman. And says, I'll buy your drink. I'll pay for your drink. It must be hard to not have any money since you have to pay for so many medical bills.
Oh, that's what he says his Spider-Man stuff is? Medical?
No. He says, Peter Parker asks, how do you know that? How do you know about my medical bills? Oh, because Harry might have told me that your aunt is sick. Or maybe it's because I've been following you for the past 4 years.
Why did he start saying that? Why?
And says, and Spider-Man, the Spider-Sense starts flaring off. It starts going crazy.
Oh my.
And says, yeah, I've been following you for the past 4 years, and that's how I know you're Spider-Man. Look at the bar over there. Look at the top shelf on the bar. And there's a pumpkin bomb.
Oh my gosh.
I have 10 hidden in this place. 10 pumpkins.
He has to explain that it's a pumpkin bomb, right? Because he's never done it before.
No. The Goblin has shown up.
Oh,
Goblin, he knows what a pumpkin bomb is.
He just doesn't know Norman is. He doesn't know Norman is until now.
He doesn't know that Norman is the Green Goblin.
Oh, dang.
The Green Goblin has already shown up.
Yeah.
Says, there's a pumpkin bomb on the top shelf. I have 10 more hidden in this place. If you tell anyone about this, if you try to get any help, I will blow us the hell up.
Dang.
You can survive this. I can survive this. They can't. Everyone in this club will die. What you gotta do, what you have to do is get up from your chair, walk outside, change into your Spider-Man costume. I'll meet you there.
Dang.
And Peter Parker is his face is in horror.
He's like, what the crap?
Is in horror as he looks at the people in the bar. He looks over and Gwen Stacy's over there. Gwen Stacy's dancing, and he
Oh, and there's
walks.
also Flash, who's about to go
Flash.
in the war.
Harry, Mary Jane is over there.
Oh, he doesn't really know. Does he really know Mary Jane that well?
Yeah, he knows Mary Jane. They're friends. And
Yeah.
but he's into Gwen. He walks out, and the Goblin is Norman Osborn. The Green Goblin says, "Peter Parker, Spider-Man."
Oh my
I gotta
gosh.
do the voice, man.
Yeah,
The voice
yeah,
is-
do the voice, yeah.
Yeah. Says, "Oh, you coward! I knew I don't want to kill you, man. You it's totally the opposite, in fact." And Spider-Man's just running away. And the Goblin blasts him with the finger guns.
Pew pew pew.
Yeah, because the Goblin has mechanical gloves.
Mm.
That's how he killed That's how he killed Flash Thompson on
So he shoots bullets?
on Go Down Singing. No, it's like energy blasts.
Oh, so it's not like a gun. Okay.
It's
But
literally
it's
a gun.
strong enough that it...
It's
So
strong
how does it
enough to
not-
be a
How does it
gun.
not kill Spider-Man in the shot in the back of the head? Because he
It
can
didn't
regenerate.
shot him in the back of the head. It shot him in the back.
That would still blow holes in him, right?
No, it's more like a blaster thing.
Oh.
And Spider-Man can like get shot by a bullet.
And
He'd
not-
actually-
and wouldn't it go through him?
It would go through him, but he has found a way to like survive through that.
Oh, okay.
And he gets knocked into a building, and his shirt starts getting ripped, and he sees the Spider-Man costume, and Spider-Man freaks out. Peter Parker's freaking out, and the one thing he does is like he whips to a big billboard, and he crushes the Goblin with him, and himself,
But neither of them are going to be dead, obviously, because...
and it blows up.
Oh.
He gets out, he dodges it, and when he dodges it, he switches into Spider-Man costume, and it blows up. The thing blows up. And he says, "Okay, Norman. Ah! Alright, it's over. I'm going to make sure you rot in prison forever. Even if it means..." And when he says that, Norman wakes up again, and he has amnesia. He says,
So he doesn't realize...
Spider-Man? What's happening? He says, "It's a miracle." Spider-Man says, it's a miracle.
What's a miracle?
He forgot.
Oh.
He forgot his Peter Parker.
Oh.
And says, okay. And the full narration the rest of the book is narration of like, everything is, at least, I have to warn the police. I have to take care of my family. I have to take care of everyone. I know. But that means taking away. I'm taking Harry, his father. And he meets with Captain America. Captain America's...
Fighting Hydra people?
No, he's fighting robbers, some bank
Oh,
robbers.
okay.
And he's like... They straight up knock down the guys. And everyone gathers around Captain America asking, "Are you gonna go to Vietnam? Are you gonna see what's happening over there? What is your word on that situation?" And Captain America just leaves. No answers for any questions. And he walks away. And Spider-Man's like, "Hey, Cap! Can we talk? Can I talk to you?" He says, "Thanks for the assist back there, Spider-Man. I didn't mean to run out on you. I'm sorry." I'm like, no, don't worry about it. Yeah, I noticed the whole Captain America fan club. It's fine. I get it. Like, yeah. Captain America's like, no, it's not like that normally. It's everything because of this war. They're riled up like mobs. And he's like, Captain America straight up, he says, "I spent 2 decades on the ice. I already gave up my life, but I'm gonna go there. Because what's happening over there is not there. And I don't want to hear from any politicians. I don't want to hear from any newspapers. I want to know, I want to see what's happening. What's actually happening. And Spider-Man says, "What about me? I mean, I have powers. I could help. Isn't that my responsibility?" Captain America's like, "Look, kid. I see what you do every day. I talk to the police, to the people that you help. How you throw yourself at a dangerous way without asking for recognition, for a reward, or even a thanks. I see that you understand that with great power comes great responsibility.
He's better in America than he is out in Vietnam, you're saying?
You're better off
doing-
here.
he's
People need you here.
He has more
They need
responsibility.
heroes here.
His responsibilities in America, not, at the war. I see.
It says Captain America's right. Of course he's right. He's Captain America. And Peter Parker reported Norman Osborn to the police.
Mhm.
And they arrest him. And they found his goblin stuff in his house.
So he doesn't
And
forget
he
that
is
he's been.
arrested.
He doesn't forget
He
that
forgot.
he does remember he's the Green Goblin though.
He doesn't remember he's a goblin either.
But he will suddenly become the Goblin again, because that's how the Goblin serum works, right?
For all we know, Norman Osborn was just sent to prison without knowing. He doesn't know anything about being the goblin, but they found evidence at his house.
I see.
And that's enough to lock him up.
Dang. A lot of stuff's happened. Huh?
And he says, "Crap! I'm late.
As always.
His Flash train leaves in 30 minutes. If I swing fast enough, I will get there." And he's going over there. And when he gets there, he sees Gwen. Like, "Hey, pretty lady, what's up?" And it's like, "What are you doing here, Peter?" "I'm waiting for Flash. He should be leaving in like..." Flash left 40 minutes ago.
Dang.
"Peter, I don't get it. What is wrong with you? I know you're trying to help. I see the way you behave with your aunt. I don't get you. I don't get what's wrong with you. I don't get any of the situation. I know you're a good person because I see how you behave with your aunt, with your friends, and with your family. What is wrong with you?" And she sees the Spider-Man costume.
Dang.
And says, "What is this, Peter? What is this?" And it's 1967, a year later. And there are American soldiers in Vietnam.
How far into the book are we?
This is like literally the last 2 pages.
Oh, dang.
And they're like, "You see anyone, shoot him. No questions asked, shoot them."
Dang.
American soldiers. And the shield hits them in the face.
Ouch.
And says, "These people are under my protection. Do not touch them."
Who's protecting?
The Vietnam people. People in Vietnam.
He's protecting the Vietnam.
Captain America's protecting the people in Vietnam.
Wait, but I thought the whole Vietnam War was
Americans.
we're killing the Viet Cong, who were trying to rule over the Vietnam people, Vietnamese people.
But the Americans are killing.
Both people.
Yeah.
And so Captain America.
It doesn't matter. Captain America's saying
It does matter who you kill.
it doesn't matter who you're killing. You're killing the wrong people. These people over here are under my protection.
I see.
Leave them alone.
Dang.
And that's the end of issue 2, issue 1, the 60s. Well, we'll continue the story. I don't know. However you want to do it. And the story of the issues, everybody. Later.
Later.
By the way, fun fact over there. Spider-Man, if you check any book, any movie, anything about Spider-Man, he will never drink.
Why is that?
Because Marvel doesn't want a superhero that is supposed to be the face of Marvel Comics
To be
a drunk.
ever.
Ever. To ever drink at all.
Does he ever smoke?
No. Never.
He never does any.
No.
Dang.
And unlike characters
Throughout
like
the whole years, dang.
throughout the whole 70 plus years.
Well, I guess there was also the comic book. What is it called? The comic?
Ultimate Universe?
No, the people who like registered comic books and made it so.
The Comics Code Authority.
Yeah, Comics Code Authority. Yeah.
But no. Actually they had a story where a kid overdoses on drugs and that was the reason Marvel stopped with the Comics Code, because that was a government issued book.
Oh yeah, because it's about drugs. Yeah, and the
it
Comics Code
was a
Authority
drug prevention comic books.
Yeah.
So and the Comics Code Authority wouldn't allow it. That's why they
got rid of him.
That's why Marvel said, "You know what? Screw the Comics Code. We're publishing this book because that's what the government is telling us. That's what it's supposed to be doing."
And then it fell apart.
And then the Comics Code Authority slowly started dying off. But back to the book.
Yeah, that was a tangent.
Back to the book.
We should just have an episode where it's just all of our tangents edited into
Dude, that
one.
would be sick.
That'd be fun.
Back to the book.